What's their password?
Oh, here.
What's their password?
Put a G in front of that.
So is this crab favored, or is that just shoot whining a lot?
I think, from what I've seen, it feels 50-50,
Yeah,
but
I
I'm not
think it
100%
leans
sure.
slightly crab.
I think Crab has a higher, has an easier chance of gaining an advantage through variance.
I mean, I think if they both draw like medium, I think the crab wins.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I think both clans can outvariance each other though, because
Oh yeah.
between like the voice draws and stuff like that. All right, let them start. Let me grab some deck lists.
Oh, Neff's playing 41 conflict cards. GG.
Yeah, yeah. I already gave him. I already told him about that at Gen Con. I think it was like he knows it's wrong, but he just didn't care. So like, if as long as you understand that you're wrong, I can't really fault you. Then if you lose, you know why.
So he's on Scorpion. Standard stuff.
So he's playing Marks, Callings, two Callings, two Marks, one Meek, one Fate, Worse than Death. I believe that is almost a standard splash out of Seeker now. Two Noble Sacks. I don't understand why people will pick Policy Debate as their restricted list card, but then only play two.
Well, he's trying to fit in Fantanas, so that's
We just cut
probably
a
why he's
Katana
off
and play
white.
another Policy Debate. You really only need
Yeah,
fans.
that's definitely correct. Then you can probably go to two Bonsai and have 40 cards.
There you go. Did it. Alright, and then we see QQ doing literally what Crab has been doing since the beginning of the game, basically. um, Nothing out of the ordinary here. Crab being able to play Cloud now is pretty nice.
Turn one Iron Mine just feels so good.
QQ is one of those players who will just like who go for the chain, and he'll buy like a big character with no fate and just like ride the saves. I wonder if we'll see something like that where you just Satoshi no fate, go for a Satoshi dupe, and then mine him. Cautious God's pretty nice though.
Yep, Satoshi no fate.
QQ being not as smart as Neph and losing the die roll. I would wave the crab here if I had one.
Oh, for sure.
Because like I think Neph will buy a scout or pass, and then I would trade my envoy for literally anything.
You still passing fate here as QQ, right?
Yeah, yeah, and then in draw step first action. If you draw way of the crab, or if you have way of the crab, you cast it.
How many way of the crab is he on? One or two?
Two.
I think two is solid.
Yeah, yeah. Two is I think the minimum. Otherwise, I don't know what you're playing. I don't know. The card is very powerful.
I guess it's a little bit playstyle dependent. If you're really looking to
Yeah.
tower
I think
dudes,
if you're a two or a three, you know what I mean. Like I rarely see people playing one.
like I think if you play like Micah style, where you just buy like one big dude a turn, fade him up, like way the
Well, that's
crab
only with the Dragon
is
Splash.
well.
Micah plays differently with Scorpion Splash.
Yeah, but like that type of style, um, It's
Would you
less
just buy one
ideal.
guy
I
three
could
fate
see
every
just
turn?
playing one for people sometimes respect it, sort of like with like the 1x assassinate in some decks.
That's fair. I just don't respect it. Assassinate me, do it.
Yeah. Meditations under the mind is not ideal. Says QQ here, you just do the bare minimum to stop the break.
Yeah, uh, having no fate on the Satoshi is really awkward because this water ring kind of sucks. Oh, sure, you just have assassination. Strong. We saw no pre-honors from Neph, so nothing to fear.
I think sometimes even if you don't have the voice, but you do have the way, you just use it. So maybe they fear it. Although if you would just go for it and you don't have the voice, then you just kind of bleed yourself out. 2 for 1.
That's when you try and level your opponent. Where if you know your opponent, like if I put against QQ, I might try and run that, because QQ will like is gonna respect me on that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I think finding Art of Peace is nice.
Also, like even losing an honor piece now isn't nearly as bad when you do Solar Beyond Reproach.
Ooh, big mill.
Yeah. This is Crab and Crane finals, turn one, Phoenix Fox, and everyone here who is watching, if you have nothing to do today, we have a million games upcoming in the next couple hours.
I play in 45 minutes.
Yeah, we're gonna try and stream them all.
So
And
he
I
finds
believe
one
they're almost
keeper and
all
all
World
that.
Cup games. It's kind of cool that a lot of people are getting their World Cup games on the weekend. It kind of like feels like a weekend tournament, and then we get a break, and then next weekend will be another big flurry of games. All right, so we see Satoshi dupe. What ring? Do you attack here, or do you pass and then block and then attack? Oh no, he's first player.
Yeah.
I
So you
wonder
go
why
into
he
Art of
one
Peace
fates
here.
his Wayfinder here. Finds
I
Art of
mean,
Peace, the Micah special.
you don't
Oh,
want to
Cloud.
just flip Magistrate Station without like a surefire way to break it.
Yeah,
So
that too.
I like
That was
I
a
like
quite a
Wayfinder.
large mill, by the way, on the Satoshi mill.
Hit both other iron mines as well, so
Yeah,
it's going to
he
be
didn't.
harder to
He
high
only hit
roll.
one keeper too. Really sucks.
I got rid of 2 Vanguard Warriors as well,
Two Vanguard
so that's
Warriors,
4 saves.
all three Kadakas, two Shuichis, a Witch Hunter, and a Kasada. So there's the keeper that comes in though. Only one keeper is real awkward. Maybe QQ goes for like a cycle here, where you just try and mill your deck, and get all your keepers out, and then redo your dynasty.
Yeah, he'll have to win an airing, I think, next turn if he wants
He
to
could
go for
like
that.
he could like 3-bid or something also, right? That'll give him
Yeah.
2 honor. Because like I don't think Neph will suspect that. So like if you just taper your bid slightly, you can go for it.
So he has something to protect the initiate from box.
I think he's just carrying the initiate along to protect from court games.
That makes sense too. You don't care if it gets bowed. You can just
He could have stood
drop
for
the court
favor
games to
though,
sign.
but I guess he thinks he'll win the
Also admit
conflict this way.
defeat.
Sure, yeah. Is Neff playing in the 1x in defeat? Not everyone does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Then this block is correct. Oh, he just fans it too. That works. It's like not even bad to fan this keeper because if like your keeper gets assassinated, you don't feel that bad.
Now, if he court games, you can bounce at Dishonor and Satoshi, Stronghold, and he's safe from box as well.
He could just counter court games too. It'll be really big too if he gets to resolve this defend the wall trigger. Honor your keeper, honor your keeper, and then if you have a court games, you can honor Satoshi. Otherwise, you just honor Satoshi and then mine him and then dupe him.
Pass from Neph.
I would pass here. Yeah, trigger defend the wall, honor Satoshi. And that is what we see.
And so mine saves him this round. He'll pick up a Fate from the dupe next round. And they'll have a pretty big board advantage with close to Fate parity. Neph has 3 on him. But he'll have 6 Fate worth of value in play to his 1, so effectively qkieu's ahead economy. They'll probably be able to take passing Fate again as well. What? He used his Iron Mine on Envoy instead of Satoshi by accident.
Yeah, that's quite obvious.
That is something that would never happen in live play.
No, you'd be surprised. Your brain does funny things when you're tired or you're in stressful situations. You could just be like Iron Mine save this character and point at the wrong character. I've seen things close to that. All right, so he needs to draw his card. Okay, he
minus
does
1 honor.
Oh yeah, -1 honor. Let's let them know. Art of Peace is a Myco special for everyone in chat wondering. He was like the first person to heavily continue to use that province. I think it's a lot better when you have Dragon Splash with Hawk Tattoo. I personally prefer Fertile Fields otherwise. We see the big bird come out.
And with the first player token, which is the only time that thing is useful. Neph does play Fantana, so Krata isn't worthless.
So you're
nice.
saying you're saying the bird is equivalent to Crane Sumiko then? I hate buying her when I'm second player.
I think even worse than Sumiko.
Yeah, it's probably worse, but you don't need the favor, so probably a push. And then we see the Shuichi buy. So Neph grabs Passing Fate. Why did QQ not use Satoshi?
He did not. No reason not to. Once Neph took Passing Fate.
Yeah, you
unless he's
have...
scared of the mill.
No, then you just see what your mill is first, right? Because then you have more information and you can bid lower. You would mill more keepers. You hit another Satoshi. Maybe hit Palace. Maybe he'll just go for like a surprise Palace or something.
One thing I think is maybe he was dead set on bidding 5 this turn, looking to find
he can't die
value
from Satoshi Mill. Phoenix Fox. He's got 7 honor. If he bids 3 there, he goes to 9. And then a mill brings him to 4.
I think he's looking to stick Talisman or Spyglasses or something this turn, since he doesn't have to worry so much about calling in favors.
He's got to be careful of Mark of Shame plus Noble Sack.
If you have rebuild for Iron Mind, you just do that now.
Well, voice is off right now, so I don't think you have to. I think you wait for the Mark of Shame. So we see a cloud on the bird, making this bird not very good. It is now just
not even covert.
Yep, 4-2, 4-5, real strong. I mean, imagine if that thing was just Hataru. Like, you could just double void here.
Yeah. This is where Scorpion Splash gets a little awkward. You have to dishonor one of your guys and blank them to get rid of this.
That's what we see right now. We see calling in favors to move this cloud. Calling in favors on Cloud the Mind is so bad. Phoenix Fox Mitsu is also a monk when he's clouded still, so you can still Void Fist with him.
This bird is basically worthless
Yeah,
because of
like
the
Mitsu still
favorable
has
back
relevant
as well.
creature type when clouded. Yeah, yeah, Void Fist is pretty real. It's a pretty real card turnaround.
There's the Spyglass.
Yep.
Says qkieu, the only thing you're really concerned with this turn is protecting Suichi from Noble Sack.
Yeah, yeah. Because he's not susceptible to Fate Worse than Death right now. Shuichi can't even be coverted by the bird. So you can just defend with Shuichi and mountain him. You like defend with Shuichi, favorable Satoshi in, and then you'll win this defense pretty easily. Wow,
You can gain
this
a
bird
fate.
on a political attack. Yeah, imagine if this bird was just Hataru. How much better would this be? You wouldn't
Oh,
have
yeah,
had
you
to move
just
the cloud.
wave the crane it, and it's 9, and you just
Yeah, and
beat your opponent over the head with it.
yeah, he's doing political right now too, which just makes this feel like Hataru would be so much better, even more. You know what I mean? He's attacking a FaceTime province too, so if this is shameful, you just get like uber fucked.
Yeah, well, he doesn't want to hit meditation and lose
Hits
a fate.
manicured, man, real smart. I guess
Honestly,
shameful isn't as bad if he has Soul Beyond Reproach, right?
I think manicured's pretty bad to hit here too.
I agree. I mean, I don't think either of the FaceTime
Crab's
provinces were great to hit.
11 cards in hand is going to be very fate hungry.
One of
And
the
that
callings is down also, which means these spyglasses and this talismans are gonna stick. I guess Karada's there, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think Krata saves you with talisman.
It
but-
does not. No, it lets you kill the talisman. I
Okay.
think, or you can't take control of it. I don't remember what the ruling was.
Something dumb.
Agreed. Something dumb is correct. So we see favorable guy moving the Satoshi like I thought he would. Now there's just like no way the Crane wins this conflict.
Yep, Crab gains 2 fate if they remember to press their buttons,
Yeah, look.
and has 3 fate
Sometimes
to
you
play
gotta click
with.
on Satoshi, or not Satoshi, on Shuichi.
So you just favorable out here as Neph, yeah.
We'll probably see a mountain on this Shuichi. Shuichi gains a fate, or Manicure gains a fate. Shuichi gains a fate. Yep. Core games honor Shuichi.
Woof.
Yeah, once you get your tower honored from against Crane, you're pretty much set to just suit him up. Where's the mountain?
You're slightly worried about Mark of Shame here.
Oh right, yeah. Marcus Shane would be. I think Marcus Shane would just be annoying. There's no honored character on Neph's side, and Neph doesn't have fate. There's mountain on Shuichi.
Honestly, I probably would have preferred to save the court games and just leave Suichi neutral.
Neutral, right, and just leave Satoshi there to block voice. Yeah, Mark of Shame and Soul Beyond Reproach create weird play patterns that not everyone is used to. Alright, well, he dishonors an opposing character. Chooses to dishonor Satoshi. If I have a 4-shame here, I would consider 4-shaming the Shuichi. You just get a free, you just remove the honor status if you want it. Hey, Luke, what's up? That is a pretty sick emote from Mitten's stream.
If you have Talisman, do you use it here or do you save it?
I don't see a reason not to use it, right? You could use it on to defend the wall and then void Nourishma. And then you could set up you could set up like a skirmisher way of the crab if you have it. All right, well, so Neph goes for the first shame play like I said he could do, because he's got the mountain on him. He's not going to choose to bow.
If you have another for shame, do you throw that on too?
Yes.
Yeah, because then you can box.
You're just trading zeros for you're trading 0-cost cards for nothing right now.
So you poke water here into Art of Peace, probably with Wayfinder, or no, probably go Keeper
Alright,
Initiate.
Kai has
Political
informed
water.
us that Karada causes your stolen talisman to be killed. Okay, so you just destroy it. Man, Kratos with the bits leadership here. What a god! I didn't even notice. All right, so there's the skirmisher. You can't go past this Tengu, which is pretty nice, I guess. Runs into Art of Peace. This is where Fertile Fields, I think, is just where this is the spot where I want Fertile Fields always.
Yeah, that'd be 2 cards at this point instead of a
Nothing.
kind of a farmable province that Crab doesn't care much about.
Yeah.
Yep, and as Crab, you're kind of thrilled to just take the small win here.
Yep.
Bleed in honor, stand a guy.
Just the free double defense here.
Yeah, Satoshi can't attack anyways. Suchi doesn't bow, so pretty clear play. Second card from Spyglass. This is where it kind of gets scary because your Spyglasses find more Spyglasses, which find you more Spyglass.
Yep. The snowball potential is just really strong. I can see going for an earth here, going for a mill, and then if you hit some more keepers, you can drop the bid. And then gain some honor.
Especially if you say like Talisman to defend the wall here, pick up 2.
Oh, thanks, Luke. I didn't even realize that. Yeah, I guess you only have one Twitch Prime.
Yep, there's Talisman.
Move to shameful or move to not defend. You could move to meditations actually.
Honestly, I think every possibility has merits.
Goes to shameful.
Shameful I like the least because of
Marker shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're playing the turn voice off game and are trying to force them
Well,
to
like
step.
voice isn't even on right now, right? So
Yeah, more preemptive.
butter sauce from Renabo. I do like butter sauce, so I mean, lobster client. That's fair. I can get behind that. Crabs are also delicious in butter sauce. I need to come out to Maryland and visit you at your restaurant. I'm sure you guys have great seafood.
Oh yeah.
All right, so I think I like going Earth here, and then I like pressing my Satoshi button. I'm not a coward.
Yeah, I think QQ is not going to press Satoshi for the rest of the
Coward.
game.
Just attack this artipiece with this stupid keeper initiate.
He is threatening a break.
I think I just let this die. But it's like, leave me alone. Stop coming here. Yeah, Neph's like, I'm off it. Artipiece triggers. Neph remembers to use his button.
Discard that trash.
Yeah, he can get Kazan out of here now.
Could have gotten Kazan out of his deck completely before this game even started.
I think Kazan's pretty good against Unicorn, and it's reasonable against Lion. Depending. But it's actually like really insane versus Unicorn. Now. I wonder how duels work with Set.
They don't.
You just like the bid just doesn't do anything.
Yep.
Awesome. That's pretty sweet. We see a really good flop here by qkieu. Flips two small characters with a palace. I would just one bid here. And then I would press my Satoshi button to get my other keepers. All you have left is the Satoshi. Actually, I would do that in Dynasty and then bid one. I'm not a coward. Nope. Both players bid 3. See, he would be at 8 honor right now, and then pressing Satoshi button doesn't even bother you. You'd be down 10 to 14 cards with a Spyglass. I don't even think that's bad. And a Shudusuki.
Yeah. The only awkward bit is you got to make sure you resolve that Earth Ring and before the reshuffle. But
yeah, that's true.
That, and it's just great because all these good cards that you milled, you get to draw.
qkieu wants to get a Witch Hunter really bad. He has 2 left. He does only have the reprieves left. I guess he has rebuilds. He's down to 7 saves out of 7 out of 12 saves. Thanks for the bits, Phoenix Fox.
There's only one calling favors left, and he is showing the Kra to protect himself.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Attachments are just gonna run wild here. Passing here. I don't know if I like that. I'd at least, well, I guess if you're not confident you can attack into something and win Earth, it's better to leave it and force your opponent into
I mean, you could just
awkward.
send water. You could send water with your Envoy. Protect your Satoshi. You could even do the stupid favor poke. Just do Paul Water.
Yeah, Pole Poke is awkward for Neph because his biggest political character is 2.
Yeah. And it makes you block. It makes you block with one of your larger characters, because the delegate and the Rishma both lose to favor. Like, I would have just done Paul Water, and then I would have gotten scouting information. I mean, there's not really a bad province to hit. Like, if you hit Shameful, who cares?
Yeah. Chances are this Kaizen or Tengu is going to get honored with 14 cards in hand regardless.
Yeah, we haven't seen a single way of the Crane or Soul beyond reproach. Seeing a mill attack here on defend the wall. Goes for void. Strong.
This signals fate worse than death to me.
Oh, on the Shuichi, yeah, that would be really strong.
The problem is, even if you win void, it's not that big of a deal. You probably get talisman to meditations.
Yeah, that's why we see him holding off on sending the bird. It's like really awkward.
QQ would just reprieve his Suichi and
Life would go
bird
on.
just dies.
Or rebuild.
Yeah.
There are no more dupes for Shuichi. That is one thing to keep in mind. He's just going hard, going forward hard. He's just gonna lose the bird to meditations.
So if you have fate worse than death, you blast it on Suichi immediately.
Nah, I think you wait. See if he goes for a mountain. We see Kaizen get honored. You could, if he talismans you, you could Kaizen duel and then fate worse than death the Shuichi. Oh no, Kaizen will lose the duel, which means he'll go home. What a fucking stupid card. Like the card is so dumb. When they made this card, they were just were like, how much text can we put in a duel and try and confuse people?
So I'm gonna guess QQ drew Wayfinder off of that spyglass, because otherwise there's really no reason not to play it.
And
Scout
then attack,
and
yeah.
attack. But if that's the case, I have to wonder why it would be relevant to do that now instead of gaining your fate off of Suichi before he gets fate worse than death.
Yeah, I probably blast him now that he hasn't gained the fate. To be fair, Neph does only have one fate worse than death in the deck. So he reasonably could not have it also. There's a watch commander. You're gonna see a box here. Box himself to 12.
Do you just go to Shameful here?
I think meditations is definitely better, right? You kill the bird. That's gotta be way
Yeah.
better.
You don't necessarily care too much if he wins the Void Ring, or even that much if he breaks Karada. Well, he stacked the Bonsai and the Watch Commander all on Suichi, so if the Fate Worse than Death is here, I can't think of a better time to use it.
Yeah, yeah.
He's representing, what, 12 skill in this conflict? Well, if you get to win the conflict, you just leave it at defend the wall. And next level would it be for Neph to pass here, signaling that he doesn't have the fate worse than death, so qqieu gets greedy and mountains, and then you fate worse than death. Well, this turn Kaizen got to have favorable ground stapled to himself, so he did something kind of.
Really strong.
Yeah.
Really strong, if you ask me. So that attack, Neph lost some honor, played some cards, lost his bird, and didn't do anything. Kaizen can go again, though. So now I think you send the Wayfinder in on Earth at one of the other two non-shameful provinces, and then if you hit meditations, or not meditate, oh wait, you don't want to hit magistrate station, I guess. I guess you just go to shameful, maybe. Magistrate station is a powerful card, it turns out. You're just gonna do the Paul Poke as shameful then? You just defend with Callow then? Honor, dishonor?
Awkward going into shameful, but it's
Yeah,
not the worst.
not that awkward. I mean,
Yeah.
you're grabbing a fate for an honor, right? Wait, why did he box? Alright, well, Neph should have just saved the box for his attack. We're seeing the very useful crane box in action here.
Yeah, after shameful display, he'd be winning on defense, right? Or no, it'd be tied. That seems like a pointless court games. It's not even keeping voice off because you were 2-1.
Why does he play Steward here?
He wants to win on defense, stop Earthring and Keeper.
Yeah, that's fair. I didn't see the court games from QQ. And now we see the Satoshi still here to defend. I mean, the Satoshi hasn't been able to attack, that's for sure, but he also just has been blocking.
And Talisman is active for whatever the worst way it is.
Yeah, he didn't have to Talisman, right? Because to defend the wall won the Void Ring. Well, like, I don't think you can attack here if you're Neph.
Yeah, you probably just pass conflict. Because best case scenario, you're getting what, shameful display? Or do you just immediately walk them to meditations and just play
The attrition game.
yeah.
I don't mind. I don't mind doing that. I think
What's
I
next
think
board
that
gonna
or
be next
shameful are the
turn?
best ones.
If he goes to meditations, a Kaizen with no fate, a Steward with no fate.
Yeah, that's
And
not
then
bad
it'll
actually.
be
I like
9
that.
fate versus 12 against your Satoshi, assuming he gets the Reprieve and a Suichi and Yusuke with keepers available.
Keepers or just one keeper?
I think it's just
It's
one.
just one.
But he's got to find another one. next turn, right?
I don't know what got. I don't know what have to.
He's got 2 witch hunters, 2 keepers left in those 10 cards, 2 casadas, a vanguard warrior. So Neph did pass conflict. Reprieve does come down.
Delegate just basically gains Neph on honor.
I don't know why you wouldn't honor the steward. That way you're one
What?
honored character away from voice control.
That's fair. This is another pretty good flop for QQ, more small characters. He really wanted to see Witch Hunter though.
Does Cautious Scout even do anything anymore? I don't know why you even buy it.
It lets you grab Ring Fate without worrying about being Talisman.
I don't know. I feel like at this point you need a big body. Like, it feels bad, but I think you need Yoshi with Fate and stick a big, 5/9 honored character into some conflicts and say, I'm actually going to win some.
Look, man, winning conflicts is overrated.
It's hard to win games without winning conflicts.
All right, your match is delayed by 10 minutes. Hopefully this finishes by then so I can cast it. If that's okay with you.
Yeah.
I figured it was. That's why I didn't ask you. Neph bids 2, QQ bids 1. Honors honors are really low right now.
So this is where it gets awkward. So you want to attack Water Ring,
Which he's going
but
to do.
if you poke with Cautious Scout, he's just going to easily win the conflict. And if you actually do a real attack, then he just defends heavily, and then you can go to defend the wall and bow the Brash Samurai or something. Like, the only way he wins this conflict is with massive investment of a Fate Worse Than Death followed by an admit defeat or something if QQ defends with 2. Or he just puts a Borderland Defender in there and middle fingers. Borderlands Defender with Watch Commander, 2 middle fingers.
Alright, well. This conflict is over.
Yeah. So it's yeah, you scooped a Ring Fate, you did a thing, but is that worth 3 Fate?
We're gonna go see Shuichi go break something now. Probably break something with Air Ring. I don't think you care about the Fire Ring.
Nah, at this point with honor totals and watch commanders up. I think
You
you,
just deny air over and over again,
yeah.
and like you just bleed.
Do you even covert past the brash or
No, I
the
think you
Kaizen?
covered the Kaizen or yeah, cause no, cause the Brash can just attack and gain an honor.
But if you solo attack brash, like you win on defense and can talisman.
So
And the
you
brash has
yeah,
no
I think you
fate,
co you
so you
co
go to shameful
yeah,
and you
then
just
covert the Brash.
erase that honor.
I don't know, like, cause if you covert Kaizen and he blocks with Brash, then Kaizen doesn't have an attack. I guess you could attack with the Steward then, and the Steward cannot be dishonored via Shameful. So yeah, maybe you do covert the Brash.
Yeah, because otherwise the brash is basically worthless unless he attacks by himself. And if he attacks by himself with brash and leaves, you know, the last turn that he has of Steward and the second to last turn he has of Kaizen, just wastes it. I think you're good with
Phoenix
that.
Fox says Crab won this game, but Jigoku isn't showing the win message. Looks like a bug to me. It sure looks that way. So we see a
Looks like
rebuild and a mine, along with a second Spyglass and Shuichi. This game is so over.
yeah, he coverts brash.
Goes for fire anyway.
Going at shameful display. Still scared to hit magistrate station.
There's the shameful trigger. Do we can see a bonsai maybe?
I mean, I don't think you even care about breaking anything at this point.
Gains of fate.
Just do enough to win, make him spend something.
Is that a katana? Plays a katana. Serial says working as intended. Crab doesn't get to win anymore. Won't fix.
This is what we talked about at the start, where if, like, both players have kind of standard mediocre draws, that Crab just pulls ahead naturally.
We see a skirmisher come down to give the break.
This is where Neph kind of lost the window where a fate worse than death was a value
Was
play.
relevant. Well, I mean, he only has one, right? Like, so you still have to draw it.
Yeah, and it's only drawn 19 cards, so could very easily be in the undrawn portion of the deck. This is an awkward situation to be in for Neff. I feel for him here, trying to think if there's any way out. You can't play Katana because that just loses an honor to watch commander and then gets stolen by Karada. Could bonsai, but that's a little awkward. He could look to duel to bounce Skyzen out, but then you're losing honor to Uo,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not like your attack's very good because then
Well, you
you're
want to send Brash in
brash.
on your attack, but the problem is
Yeah,
any ring you go for now will get defend the walled.
he just defends with Satoshi plus Yasuki, uses Stronghold, uses Talisman, and wins the defense. And passing your next conflict
Oh, we
isn't
see
good either.
menacing Iron Warriors in here. Loses an honor to Watch Commander.
It's a little awkward.
It
If
prevents
you
the
were to
break,
use
but it
that,
also just
you could have
oh, there's a
honored the
bonsai.
menacing. Yeah. Well, Fate Worse than Death is off the table now, so he can go for it.
I mean, I don't think you cared if Shurichi got Fate Worse than Death anyway.
Now he's not going
That's
anywhere.
4 Fate, lose an honor, and then he's not going anywhere still. Oh, okay. He's just gonna bounce Kaizen out now. Staple. This character with a staple on favorable ground is really strong. It turns out. What a useful character. All right, break shameful. What did he do with the
Honor
firing?
Suichi again.
Okay.
I don't know. I would rather like Dishonored Brash maybe, or Dishonored
Dishonor,
Kaizen.
Dishonor Steward maybe. He's gonna send both of these in. Where? Attacking with Kaizen just gets him meditations. So you attack Manicured, I guess. If you go for air, you can just like lose that defend the wall.
It's
Although
like
I
all of his
guess
options are bad. If he tries to stand for favor, I don't think he can even win it if he tried. So he can't turn on Yoshi and try to claw in that way. Whatever attack he makes here is bad. Either you solo Brash and you get
I
defend the
mean
wall, or
QQ
you go
doesn't
with
QQ
Kaizen,
might
you
not be
get
able to actually
meditations.
defend. Like if he defends with Yusuke, he gets boxed. I guess Satoshi's 7 by himself. Never mind.
I mean, just first action, Crab Stronghold, and
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
and the worst part is like, what province do you attack? Like, you have to go into Manicured, right? Aren't you just accept that you're going to lose this conflict to defend the wall and just go there, so you don't go somewhere else and give them two provinces? There's the third watch commander. I think you'd take him to meditations regardless here, right? Get Kaizen off the board. Has to be more valuable than the 2 honor. And yeah, get the move to meditations. And we look for a reprieve or another rebuild to save Satoshi. Or I may decide to let him go for the honor gain and just keep chaining saves on this Suichi and be a little conservative. Yep, mine on Suichi, let everything else go.
All right, I'm gonna send you off to probably play your own match because Travis can actually stream that one.
Cool. All right. Wish me luck.
Yeah, good luck, man. Bring it home for the states. All right, so we see Kasada show up. Kasada is really, really strong on this board here. Really hard for Crane to burn equitable actions like against the 7 mil character. We see 3 watch commanders on board. very dire straits for the Crim player here. So he does see Magistrate Station, so he doesn't even have to attack it. He can just go hit Manicured. See Way of the Crane on Menacing Iron Warriors. We see what is it, Shigeru, who's like a soft guest of honor, which doesn't really help. Yeah, sorry, Joey B. There's no command for deck lists. If you would like deck lists, you can go onto this bracket here and click players' names. I wish I was that cool to have stuff like that. See a military attack of 16 on Manicured. That's a pretty big number. Seeker, spyglasses. Am I lagging? Or is Neph just taking a long time to think? Let's see. You see a favorable ground. Moves menacing Iron Warriors home. But Kasada cancels it. Alright, so QQ got the break there. We see a defense here on Void with a Watch Commander and Spyglass Borderlands Defender. Thanks for the bits, Lambers. So QQ wins that conflict, and then now we're gonna see the Stronghold attack to flip it. Um, I don't think you can win the Stronghold conflict here. I think you just wait till next turn. I guess you attack with your Yasuki just to get an activation in. Oh right, you just use the Yasuki on defense. Goes for water so that Neph has to defend. See defense with the Whisperer. Boxes gets cancelled by Kasada. Alright, so Neph wins the conflict. Neph's going in with Shigeru, maybe? I mean, if you attack with Shigeru, you just get Talismaned. Oh, so there's the talisman or the calling in favors to steal the talisman. We see Crowded District to take control of it. It should destroy it. Wait, wait, wait. I need to check the ruling. Someone in my is Kai still in my chat? Doesn't this kill? Doesn't this kill the talisman? All right, all right, all right. Let me let them know. All right, so Meek Informant shows up. We see two-way of the crabs, reprieve, skirmisher, katana, fan, cloud, two clouds, assassination, and Meek. Or sorry, not Meek. The Meek sees that. Not really sure why QQ's not defending here with. Oh, I see. Oh, he hasn't declared a conflict yet. Yep, QQ's chosen to pass a conflict opportunity. We see the reprieve on the Shuichi. We're gonna see the mine save the Yusuke, and then this will be the end of the Crane player as he gets killed. We see a dupe of Kasada. We see a witch hunter. Yeah, this game is pretty over now. I don't see a single way, and we see it. We see a rebuild on a mine. Oh, he just saved the mine. Actually, he used reprieve and then saved the mine. So he let his Yusuke die with the watch commander. All right, so just so everyone knows, after this game is over, which, no offense to Neph, it feels to be over. Um, we will the Tenorim is streaming in English. TTC versus Gorebelly, which is France versus who is Philippines. France versus Philippines for World Cup. Bill versus Graba is being streamed, which is Dragon Mirror for USA versus Hungary. And then we have Sly Knight versus Greece versus Chile. Sly Knight versus Fell, which I will try and be streaming. So we see a fan pre-played on Shigeru. It looks like QQ has used one mountain. Um, Chile vs Greece will be streamed here, and it should be streamed in about I believe 30 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I'll post the information on Discord. Dizzy Drone. If you're on, if you're, are you on the Discord server? It'll be posted in League Media. QQ is gonna run to the bathroom while raiding. Hey, what's up, Inagon? Alright, QQ is back. So we see a political attack of 11 come out from Neph on to defend the wall with the firing. If I'm QQ, I don't think I defend this. Although it does set you up for, it does leave you open to Noble Sack. So we are going to see a defense here. Voice of Honor is on right now. So maybe you move to Shameful first to turn Voice off and then play Mountain. Is that even that bad if you get Noble Sacked here? Yeah, policy debate also. You can just move the conflict, right? You just move the conflict, and then you're fine. So Neph here can use his box to bow his Meek informant. Oh right, Talisman's gone. I forgot that. Yeah. I forgot Talisman's gone. So you can use your Crane Stronghold to cancel Kasada, which he does. So we see Fan on the Borderlands Defender, double Fan on the Borderlands Defender. qkieu's still losing the conflict right now. Yeah, exactly. You need to break here. So qkieu doesn't care, I think, as long as it doesn't break. And then obviously the cloud on the challenger is really big here. And then you just sack your keeper to stand this giant Borderlands Defender. And then on the stronghold with multiple watch commanders. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying, Serial. You could just do military if you want. Also, Dizzy Drone. Um, Military would break also, because you can play buffs still. It depends on what your hand is. But I guess Crane Box is already bad, so yeah, political works too. All right, so Neph wins the conflict. Gets to resolve the firing. You're right. He has used two bonsais, so yeah, political seems to be the correct choice. This center is the Borderlands Defender. Political you can use rivals though, whereas on military, no rivals. There's a skirmisher to covert past the Iron Warriors. Gonna stand the Borderlands defender. Wait, pre-playing Steward is bad here. You can just covert past the Steward. Yeah, there's still 2 rivals available. I don't believe he's used any rivals. I don't see any here, and he's got 2 in the list. So he's just gonna do the first attack, military, I think, and then stand the defender afterwards. I don't know why he didn't stand the defender now. You could sack the keeper, and then you could go earth and then get your keeper back. There's five unknown cards in his dynasty right now, and they're all and 2 of them are keepers. So we did see Mark of Shame on Shuichi, bringing him down to Dishonored also. So we see a big air attack here. So Kasada is turned off right now. So we see this lone steward of law attempting to take on the world. I feel like if he brought this Borderlands defender in, he would just win via dishonor. It doesn't cancel any of the Mark of Shame Dishonor's lingering drama because Mark of Shame is an attachment, which is then a reaction, and Kasada only cancels events, or sorry, not events. It only cancels action abilities. So this is neither. So there's a katana. Watch Commander makes him lose an honor. Katana's bad here. It gets stolen by Karada District. And adds to qkieu's force. qkieu plays his own katana on Kasada. So QQ wins the ring, puts Neph to 1 honor at the moment. However, Neph has two dishonor or two honor characters leaving. And with this Brash Samurai, he can go get another character honored. Wait, this is bad. Oh no. Neph doesn't see it. Wait, if Neph does this, then he'll probably lose via dishonor. So QQ just defends with his two characters. Sacrifices his keeper to stand Shuichi. Shuichi coverts past Brash Samurai, and then you lose one for unopposed. You have to have a conflict character pre-conflict also. So you have to have another. You have to have your last steward. Oh right, noble sack gains you an honor. Sure, noble sack works. It won't kill the character, but it will gain you an honor. Oh wait, QQ found the other talisman. Lol. We're gonna move on over to shameful display. Honor my keeper, dishonor your Iron Warriors. This also turns off Voice of Honor. I mean, it's still finding it, right? It's stands Shuichi. No fate. Iron Mine prevents from leaving play. And we're gonna see a political Earth. Yeah, I think he might just break now. He doesn't die to dishonor, but he just gets broken, I believe. Spyglass draws a card. Neph passes. QQ has only 3 strength. Nope, QQ just wins the conflict. Doesn't grabs the keeper back, wins the favor. I believe he's also doesn't have a repri. Oh, he has no fate. But I think Neph's just dead though, right? Like there's no card. Neph has 1 card in hand. The Shuichi has finally died, but we're just gonna get a military heir on the stronghold. Yeah, there's another Witch Hunter. Yeah, this one's over. Yeah, one of the last two cards in QQ's Dynasty deck is a Keeper Initiate. Yikes. Yeah, this is just over. Military air. Yeah, you just buy. He just bought Witch Hunter, no fate. This is it. Military air. We see Challenger get bought, Caladella get bought. Neph has no fate. Both players draw one. Military air stronghold. That will be the game. Pretty easily. I don't know why QQ's counting. That's like so BM. You just do military because your opponent can't play any buffs. Like the fans get outweighed by the Witch Hunter's base and Kasada's base stats, and you have double Katana. Yeah, crab players. Am I right? XD. Oh sure, he has his deck right, so he just rebuilds another Iron Mine. Military Air Stronghold. Kasada's on. There's a Watch Commander in the conflict. Opponent is at 1 honor. Dead. Yeah, Neph defends and passes, and that's it. QQ is the first crab player to ever win a cup. So congratulations to QQ. QQ will. Bill says if QQ draws the spyglass and then Way the Crab says Dishonor, dude, he'll lose. That's true. Strong. What? No, it's definitely not. I don't know, Luke. I think that statement is incorrect. So QQ qualifies for the next invitational, along with Noman and myself for winning cups. And that's gonna do it for this cast. I'll be back very shortly to cast Sly Knight versus Fell for the World Cup. So stay tuned.